NCAA tournament continues on Friday. The Sweet 16, 4 more games. I've got all 4 games with free plays and analysis for Friday night right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV. We're going to go down in schedule order here. And don't forget, if you're liking it, click the thumbs up, like, comment below, and I will come back with the Elite 8 for both Saturday and Sunday. Also, make sure you click subscribe and you click the bell here on WagerTalk TV so you don't miss both the Saturday and Sunday Elite 8 videos for free here on the channel. All right, first game goes after 7 o'clock Eastern on Friday night. We've got St. John's and Duke. This one is taking place on CBS National TV for you. And we'll start by looking at the point spread in this one. As of heading into Friday, we saw a little bit of money early on, and this one come in on the dog, St. John's. This line opened 7 in most spots, been bet down to 6.5 across the board. We've also seen some money coming on the under. It opened 142.5. It's now down to 141, and I agree with that move on the under. I think that's the play here. You know, Duke's been a bit shorthanded with injuries, and they have not looked as dominant here in recent weeks with the shorthanded lineup. And they still might not be fully healthy for this game on Friday night. But the defense has remained strong. Duke still is one of the best defensive units in the country. They rank number 2 in defensive efficiency overall for the season. But if you look at their last 6 games, going all the way back to the regular season finale against North Carolina, they have not an above-average offensive showing now in 6 straight games. They've been winning it with defense, and they did so again against TCU, holding them to just 58 points. Meanwhile, St. John's also playing excellent defense, held their 2 opponents to just 53 and 65 in the first 2 rounds, and just 8 for 28 from three-point range. And three-point shooting is what I want to talk about here, because that's why I like the under in this game. I don't think either team is going to be hitting many threes. First of all, Duke has an excellent defense, both 2 and 3-point defense, but they give up a lot of threes. The way they play, the perimeter is often open. That's where teams take advantage. And St. John's does not take many 3-point shots, and they're not a good 3-point shooting team. Duke also relies on scoring down low, and St. John's does not give up many 3-point shots. So does not look like either offense is going to have many threes in this game. Both defenses in excellent current form, and both offenses are suspect at times. I like the under in this one. Duke St. John's under 141. That's on CBS for you at 7:10 Eastern in Washington, D.C. Should be a good crowd for both teams, maybe a little bit of a Duke edge. All right, your next game is in Chicago, Illinois at 7:35 Eastern. TBS and truTV once again doing the double coverage. This is Alabama, Michigan, and do not like the under in this one. In fact, this should be a shootout, high-scoring game. So the question becomes, is there any value still with the over in this one? And I think there is. It's currently 173 across the board, a few 172.5s out there, and I don't think it's high enough. We also talk about how the highest totals go over. Well, this is probably the highest total we're going to see this entire postseason, and it's high for a reason. I like the over 173. It's going to really come down to if Alabama can hit their 3-point shots or not, and that's always difficult to predict in a one-game scenario. And by the way, we have seen a little bit of early money come in on Alabama. The spread opened 10. It's down to 9.5, even 9 in some spots. So a little bit of money coming in on the underdog Bama. And if they're able to hit their threes, I think they can definitely hang in this game. And Michigan does give up a lot of 3-point shots. They have an incredibly good interior defense, the 4th best 2-point defense in the nation. And they have a good 3-point statistical defense as well. But the way you score against Michigan is not going down low in the trees. It's hitting the outside shot. And that's what Bama does. In fact, Alabama takes the highest percentage of field goal attempts from 3-point range of any team in the country this year. 365 Division I teams, they take almost 54% of their shots from beyond the arc. That is first in the entire nation. So it's a good matchup for Alabama. The question mark becomes, do the shots fall or not? I think they probably do here, and they can hang within the big number if they do. But instead of trying to guess if Bama can hit those shots, and keep in mind they're also without maybe their best overall 3-point shooter and offensive threat, Aiden Holloway. Now, they've played well the last 2 games, double-digit wins by over 20 points each without Holloway, who is suspended for selling marijuana. But this is still a team that's a little bit shorthanded and now facing a huge step up in class. The problem is, do you trust Michigan? They're just 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games. They've definitely been overrated in the point spread market. With that said, though, they're coming off an impressive cover against St. Louis by a 23-point win last Saturday, and the defense was locked down there against a really good St. Louis offense. I think this is going to be a tougher defensive matchup here for Michigan in this one, and they haven't really played a team fast like Alabama this year. You know, most of the top 25 teams in that loaded Big Ten conference are slow down half-court teams. Even Illinois is a great offensive team, plays slow down half-court basketball. Michigan State plays that way. Nebraska likes slower. UCLA plays slower. So I think Michigan's going to like the opportunity to run and gun. Alabama loves to play fast. These are two of the fastest teams in the country. Don't overthink this one, pun intended. I like the over 173 between Alabama and Michigan at 7:35 Eastern on TBS and truTV. All right, we're going to head back to Washington, D.C. for your next game and then also back to Chicago for the final game. But before I get to those other two games for Friday night, quick reminder, my personal best bets, the games I like the best. I'm giving you a lot of sides and totals. In fact, I'm giving you 6 of the 8 sides and totals. I gave you totals in the first 2 games. I'm going to give you side and total in these next 2 games. And I'm giving you free plays in every college basketball game this entire March Madness tournament, NCAA tournament, then obviously a lot of them are like TV leans. But if you want my personal best bets, my strongest plays, get them right now on my page, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and also get the bonus free play for Friday night. Bonus free play every day on my page with analysis, and get there quicker, wt.buzz/SM. All right, we head back, as I said, to Capital One Arena, Washington, D.C., 9:45 Eastern for 3-seed Michigan State against the 2-seed UConn. Should be a great game. 2 national championship coaches in this one, and I think the edge goes to Connecticut in this one as well. Both defenses hold the edge in this one. So here again, as far as looking at the total, I do like the under 134.5 as well. We've seen a little bit of money come in on UConn. They opened as a 1-point favorite. It's now up to -2, 1.5 to -2, depending on where you look. We've also seen the money come in on the under. Sharp money move on the under this week, 136.5 down to 134.5. I agree with both those moves. I like Connecticut minus the 1.5 to -2, and I like the under 134.5. First thing I'll point out is that UConn does not give up many three-point shots. Michigan State does not take many threes. So here again, I don't think there's going to be a lot of three-point shooting. Michigan State does give up a lot of threes, though. However, Connecticut scores more from down low from 2-point range. So that's one of the reasons I like the under here, is I think the three-point shooting will be held in check. But I also like the matchup for UConn here. This is the type of team they can play with. They like to play slow-down half-court basketball. And if you take out the St. John's losses this year, UConn's looked pretty good against a tough schedule. Against the Class A teams they've played this year, they've gone 6-3 straight up. 5-1 if you take out those 3 games against St. John's, in which they went just 1-2. They're 5-1 against all other Class A teams that they've played this season, including a 13-point win against Illinois, also a win against Kansas, only a 4-point loss against Arizona, beat BYU as well when BYU was healthy, also beat Villanova twice. I think this is a good Connecticut team that can hang in this game. And while Michigan State's had a solid season in the Big Ten Conference, they're just 3-5 straight up this year against what I would consider Class A opponents. And of course, they struggled against Michigan, also got bumped by UCLA in the conference tournament. Yes, they took care of Louisville, but Louisville's a 3-point heavy team. Connecticut does not rely on the 3 as much. They can score more down low in this one. I like UConn minus the 2, but I definitely like the under 134.5 in this game as well, as I think both defenses hold the edge. That game, of course, once again, 9:45 Eastern on CBS in Washington, D.C. All right, your fourth game, your final game goes at 10:10 Eastern Friday night, back out in Chicago, Illinois at the United Center. 6 seed Tennessee, number 2 seed Iowa State. And by the way, 6 seeds have been over a 70% play against the spread for decades now in the Sweet 16 round. You know, we've also seen 11 seeds. We've seen several 11 seeds make the Final Four. So that 6-11 winner often does well here in the Sweet 16 round. And I think Tennessee has a lot of characteristics of a team that could pull the upset here against Iowa State. First of all, we got to put on that Iowa State might not have one of their best players again. Joshua Jefferson is listed as questionable. He had the boot on last weekend and did not play on Sunday in that win against Kentucky. Keep in mind, Kentucky was up by double digits early in that game and then just fell apart, lost by 19. But I think that's more Kentucky just not being a good team, terrible half-court offensive team, and they had huge turnover problems in that game. That was really the difference. They couldn't take care of the basketball. Tennessee, not great at taking care of the basketball either, and that could be a problem in this game. But if they're able to slow things down like they want, I think they can control the half-court, and Iowa State's pressure won't be as effective. Iowa State plays at a modest pace, but Tennessee's really good at slowing teams down, and I think they'll do a better team of slowing them down than Kentucky did. Half-court basketball favors the Volunteers here, and I also like the matchup. Tennessee's, I don't want to say their weakness, because they have one of the best three-point defenses in the country, but they give up a lot of shots. Almost 45% of their opponent's shots come from three-point range. Iowa State does hit the three-point shot well, but they don't take a ton of them. So I don't think Tennessee's too vulnerable there. And then when they do take the shots, I think they'll defend it well. Meanwhile, Iowa State gives up a lot of threes, but Tennessee doesn't take many threes. So here's another situation where I like the under based on the matchup. I do think we get some value in this one under the total of 138.5. And I would also lean towards Tennessee +4. It's 3.5 to +4. I think this game goes down to the wire. And if you're going to play it, I'd rather have the +4 dog in what I think will be a low-scoring game, as I do like the under 138.5 between Tennessee and Iowa State. That once again is at 10:10 Eastern on TBS and truTV. Hey, there you go. All 4 Sweet 16 games for this Friday night, March the 27th. Hope you found it useful. If you did, quick thumbs up, and I will keep these videos coming every tournament game through the finals in April. Also, comment below. I read the comments, I reply back. What sides and totals do you like here in these Sweet 16 matchups on Friday? Include some analysis if you have time, so we can all learn and earn and win together here on WagerTalk TV. And don't forget, I'm doing all the Elite 8 games, both games Saturday, both games Sunday. So make sure you click subscribe and you click the bell here on WagerTalk TV so you'll get an instant alert. And you can be the first to watch those Elite 8 videos and free plays for both Saturday and Sunday this weekend here on WagerTalk TV. And sharing is caring. Tell a friend about WagerTalk TV. If they're not here already, it's not too late. Get them on board for the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 for all this free information. And make sure they subscribe as well, because we're so close to 250,000, 250,000 subscribers right here on the channel. And I thank each and every one of you for being one of them. Now, when I'm giving you free plays, as I said, on every single NCAA tournament game, a lot of these are light TV leans only. I gave you 6 of the 8 sides and totals for this Friday night alone here in the video. Some of them will make my best bet card for Friday night. I treat the light leans as 1% opinions, but those best bets at WagerTalk.com, strong 4% plays, and they're the exact same games I'm using each day as well. If you want to go get my best bets for Friday night, go check them out right now. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and make sure you get that bonus free play as well. The last cut from my best bet card, my strongest free opinion, goes up on my page every night with analysis. You can go check that out right now and get there quicker, wt.buzz/SM. Now, I have 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year subscriptions. Every client gets the same best bets. Doesn't matter which package you get. If I'm using a play, my all sports clients all get the same selections each and every day, the exact same games I'm personally using. And of course, as you know, it's always been that way since I started back in August of '96, 30 years ago, as a full-time professional sports bettor and handicapper. Now, we've had that buy 3 days, get 3 days free, and we're going to continue it for another week because you all loving it. And it is a great offer. Normally, 3 days is $69. You get 6 days for $69. That's right. I'm giving you 3 more days for free. It's buy 3, get 3 more for free for just $69, dude. Now, that's a great offer. But if you do 5 6-day packages, that'd be 30 days, right? $345 with that discounted price because they are stackable. So the better offer really is the 30-day all access. It's normally $299, but I wanted to make it even better this week. Instant $100 discount on my 30-day all access gets it down to just $199 with promo code SM100. SM100. You're on the right side of the page, you'll see the 30-day all access. Click on it. You'll see it's $299, but at checkout, use promo code SM100 to get it for just $199. That's 30 days all access. That's college hoops. My red hot NBA, which has won almost 100 units the past 3.5 months. Number 1 all time at WagerTalk. And also, baseball is here. Baseball started this week. Major League Baseball season is here. So you're getting 3 sports with the All Sport All Access on a daily basis. Buy 3, get 3 for $69, or 30 days of all sports for just $199 with promo code SM100. Now, the other option I've been talking about is the 1-year all access, instant $500 plus discount right now. But I'm going to do it even better for this next week, through this weekend, basically till the end of March. So you got about 5-6 days left to do this. I'm going to give you another 25% off on the already $500 discount. This is insane. That's almost a $1,000 discount on the 1-year all access. You're getting $500 off, plus you can use a coupon code for another 25% off the top of the discounted price. I know that sounds confusing, but look, go to my page right now. You'll see it with the buy 3, get 3. You'll see some others, and then you also see the 1-year all access, instant over $500 discount. If you use promo code STEVE25, you get another 25% off that. This is the lowest possible price ever for my 1-year all access, and I'm doing it for a couple reasons. First of all, I know many of you want to upgrade because you've been crushing it. NBA, as I said, you've almost doubled your bankroll at the NBA alone the last 3.5 months. College hoops is still going, and baseball is here now as well. Plus, you'll get the complete college and pro football seasons next year. All of this year's baseball, football, and basketball, all of this year's NBA playoffs, all of next year's regular season, all of next year's college basketball regular season, plus the first 2 rounds of next year's tournament, the rest of this year's tournament. You get the point. This is a great time to get on board a 1-year all access and start taking a serious investment approach. You're getting the instant $500 discount. Plus, if you apply promo code STEVE25, STEVE25 at checkout, you'll get another 25% off. That gets it down to about $1 a play, about $3 a day for every sport, every play, college and pro best bet for the next 365 days and nights. Once again, choose the 1-year all access. You'll see an instant $500 discount, and then apply promo code STEVE25 for an additional 25% off on top of that. It's almost $1,000 in savings for the 1-year all access. No promo code needed on that. And then Steve25 gets you another 25% off. Hey, if you have any questions, message me here in the comments, or you can also check out my page. I have all the details on my page and the daily message at the very top. And then right below that, of course, are the best bets, special offers, and that daily free play. Go get that for Friday night. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and get there quicker. WT.buzz/SM. Thumbs up, like, comment below, click subscribe, click the bell for instant alerts. And don't forget also to follow me on social media on X and Instagram at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, Merril, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to WagerTalk TV because you also know there's more free play videos coming up next.